Oh, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, go make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat. Cause ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me at TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. All right, my Cash App and my email is in the bio section. And I think I put it in the description section. If I didn't, find it in the bio section. Remember, this is not a chat for children. So if you're a child, you probably should exit stage left. All right, now that we got all the accolades out the way, hello and lottie dottie to everybody. Now I see 20 good people in the chat right now. Mind your manners and go ahead and hit that like button before I even jump into anything, okay? Go ahead and hit the like button. I can't remind you how important it is that you hit the like button the moment that you enter the chat so that your girl can stay in the algorithm, okay? That is so important. I don't know if it gets too good and you guys forget to hit the like button. I don't know if y'all just be like, I ain't gonna give her no like. She can't get all that from me. I don't know what it is, but y'all need to get it together, honey. 8 likes with 22 in the chat. It's a little uneven, okay, and unbalanced. So let's balance that thing out and hit the like button. If you watch the video later and you start at the replay, I've saw some comments that says I just hear music. That's because the videos start at the 2 minute mark. I give time for people to come in, wipe your feet, get comfortable, go take your bathroom break, do whatever you got to do before I start the conversation because I don't want you guys to miss anything, okay? So that's why you hear a little silence or you may hear music. I'm working on getting some more pop music, something that's more our culture, that I won't get a copyright claim for. So just stick with me, okay? All right, all right, all right. So that's okay. 15. We working on it, y'all. Almost at y'all almost there. Okay, about 10 away. You guys are almost there. So I'll wait. Let's give it a couple more minutes. And then we're going to jump into it. But let's see who's in the chat in the meantime. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Um, Hi, Reno. Reno, what's up, baby? Make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. Hi, Shirley. How are you? Who else we have? Okay, that's all the people that want to say hello to me this morning, I guess. Okay. But that's okay. You guys will stay in the bushes. Just mind your manners and hit that like button. We appreciate you, okay? So listen, we got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. And the reality of it is, we're moving on up because we're not going to stay at a standstill. If the news is out there and we can get around it, that's what we're going to do. Also, share the live, people, so that people can know that I am here. You guys did an amazing job yesterday. Honestly, my content does not kind of equal to Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys hate it, and that's okay. But we got to try to step into another rhythm because when Love and Marriage Huntsville go away or slow down or have its off seasons, we got to be able to talk about other stuff. And I think that we are all women and men of substance, so we can have a decent conversation about anything. Okay, so we definitely want to be able to do that. Um, we are going to start the chat off with, whew, baby. I guess we could talk about Peter first, child. Oh, Peter. Peter, if you guys don't know who Peter is Cynthia Bailey's ex husband, and he's been rocking this fraudulent boat for a while. Peter has a problem with paying his bills. Peter has a problem with being held accountable, and Peter likes to be in everybody else's business but his own child. So Peter got a Peter problem, okay? And the Peter problem is that folks want their money, okay? And folks is not playing with Mr. Mr. Peter, okay? And folks is like, if you're not gonna pay us our money, your A ain't gonna be over here having a restaurant. Your A ain't gonna be over here doing anything of those natures because you owed us money. Now we're not talking about no dollar, no 50 cent. We're not talking about $2. We talking about big buku money, all right? We talking about big money, right? And the reality of it is he don't think that it's a problem. See, I have a problem with people that knowing that they did wrong or knowing that they done wrong or knowing that they're in the wrong and then they don't want to admit their wrongs, right? And I say all that to say, um, I say all that to say that he gets on here talk about they won't get a dime from him, knowing he owes the debt that he owes. You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's like real selfish of him to do so. Okay. Um, so Peter is under a $9.1 million default judgment, which is against him for unpaid rent. And he says they'll never see a dime of it. Now, I'm like, oh, Peter, oh, Peter, oh, Peter. Again, why would you think that it's okay? And who the hell keep giving Peter money? Somebody got to explain that to me. Who is giving Peter money? Where is these loans coming from? So I'm inclined to believe, allegedly, right? And in my opinion, that there's definitely something else going on because nobody in their right state of mind would give this man money, okay? Who is loaning him money? I could imagine, unless he's getting it in somebody else's name or unless yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is it's coming in from somebody else's name because hell, we created this kind of debt that Peter is creating. I know for sure we wouldn't be able to get the amount of loan that he got. Okay. Hi Vivian, how are you? Checking in from Jamaica. I love it. I love it. Um, so it says that he was hit with a huge seven-figure judgment over a Miami restaurant he planned to open. According to Radar Online, last month, Miami judge granted a default judgment in favor of the DTSDT retail against Thomas for his now closed Miami restaurant. Let's see, his restaurant bar. One Miami Beach, and his separate business, One Society. Okay, reports state Thomas Rambar won from 2019 until the late last year, but the business was evicted over unpaid rent. Before the eviction, Thomas planned to open a separate upscale super club named One Society. The serial entrepreneur planned to spend $3 million on the project, but it never took off. He says in the company formed for the One Society was dissolved. In January 2023, the DTSDT sued him for sued him along with his businesses. In addition, he was hit with claims by the DTS that he breached the alleged 120-month lease agreement by failing to pay rent for October 2022 to January 2023. Hold up. That's an entire year, okay? Well, not an entire year, but it's a long time. I don't know nobody that's going to let you pay or have unpaid rent for that long, okay? From October, I thought it says from 22 to 23 October, but it doesn't. It says October 2023 to January 2022 to 2023, okay? Which resulted in 61K and wrongfully and argued DST breached the lease by failing to provide him sufficient um, access to the premises. Okay, well, you should have thought about that. You should have sued them first if that was the problem. Okay, so now you don't have a cat in the fight, a dog in the fight, a mouse in the fight. Hell, you don't even have a foot in the fight. Now you want to say that you want to do a countersuit for them not giving you access to the premises. When did that come up? Like you just thought about that in your sleep? I want to know. I'm very interested to know. Um, So I want to know when did you come up with this decision that they failed to give you access to the premises? So I guess that's how he's going to try to swing it back their way. And I guess that's why he's saying that they're not going to get a dime of his money, which is an ignorant statement to make. Okay, Vivian says, "Sharp Peter is in Jamaica, is a Jamaican scammer." I say what I say, checking in from Jamaica. I know that's right, Vivian. Vivian says you a Jamaican scammer. Okay. Hi, Delicia. What's up, baby? Um, is it nature? What's up, baby? Make it do what it do what it do. Veronica in the building, Cat in the building. You guys, ain't nobody sleep with y'all last night. What's up? So Peter is being held, putting his foot to the fire. And I want to know again, who is giving him this kind of money? Okay. This is a $9.1 million plus lawsuit. Okay. Plus, he got to pay attorney fees. Listen, he got a lot going on. How is this man even still in business anywhere, right? I really want to know. Good morning to everybody. I really want to know. So it makes me believe, allegedly, in my opinion, that something else is going on. Maybe these loans aren't in Peter's name after all, or maybe they're under a fake person name, or I don't know. Because if it was under a fake person name, how would the lawsuit come back to him? Hi, honey love. What's up? So I want to know, like, how. Ooh, thank you for the super sticker. You guys are blessing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, but like I was thinking it could have been in somebody else's name, but no, because if it was in somebody else's name, the lawsuit would be in somebody else's name. But because it's coming back to him, baby, this is him all the way. And all I got to say is, Cynthia, girl, be glad you got out when you got out, because behavior like this means that this is a part of him. He's never going to, run the straight and narrow path. He's going to always be scamming. He's going to always trying to get over on people. This is who he is, okay? You know how people say, once you show me who you are, believe me? This is one of those statements for Peter. Peter has showed us over and over again that he don't pay his dang on bills, that he is a user, that he is a scammer, and that he's always trying to find a loophole to get into things so that he can give out. We just saw Mia and her husband out him for begging him to borrow money, right? And they lent him money. And then he got on here and act like they weren't friends and, trying to dog Mia out after asking her husband for money. Now, where they do that at, sir? Okay, so Peter is definitely out here scamming people, in my opinion, okay? Um, I saw somebody in my comment section when I got off live yesterday, like, oh, they think they could be saved by saying allegedly. In my opinion, that's what makes us unique content creators, okay? If the information was not definitely handed to you and hand delivered, it's hearsay, right? And you're repeating what you heard to report to your chat, but it's not directly in front of you, so it is allegedly, whether you have the proof yourself or someone handed it to you. Okay, so let's not be smart in the chat, because I done told y'all I don't read every single comment. 61 in the comment sec. I mean 61 in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And like I said, Peter got a lot of explaining to do. This is not going to go away, okay? It's not going to go away. Folks is not playing with him. He ain't, he think that he can get away with it by saying that they giving him they deny him access to the premises, which is so lame, right? And they denied you access to the premises. How was you going to move forward to this till they cut the wire and said, we're not going to be able to do that, okay? So let's move on from Peter Child, because Peter got problems, okay? We hope Peter get it together, because he's too old to be out here still scamming folks, in my opinion. Okay, he's been up to the same thing for too long, right? I don't know any woman that's going to lay down with him and want to be a part of his shenanigans with these kind of behaviors, tricks, and trades up his sleeve. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Martell. We could pull him out the good book. Okay. So Martell, like we talked about yesterday, if you guys missed that live, we talked about Martell and him starting a project and not finishing the project because he reportedly told the home owners that, hey, listen, I'm up under bankruptcy, and until my bankruptcy is finalized, you can't have your money back, and I can't do no work for you either. And I made reference to him digging a hole in these people's ground, and was like, that hole got to stay there till my bankruptcy is over. Now, where the hell they do that at, I have no idea. But here's the reality: bankruptcies can take some time depending on what's involved in the bankruptcy, okay? So we talked about that yesterday, but we got a little bit more information that these homeowners are going forth with the lawsuit, okay? Because what Martell allegedly done, because again, the proof was in Carmel Rell hand, not mine. It will be allegedly. So what he done was he took the the project and added that to his bankruptcy after being paid the 62K that the homeowners reportedly paid him. Okay, so the bankruptcy, he's in trouble right now for fraudulent activity, and inaccurate reports. Okay, and these crimes can face up to 20 years, with or included to 500K in fines. Okay, and it's considered bankruptcy fraud because you knew what you was doing when you did it. You knew when you took these people money that you were already going to file for bankruptcy. How dare you take their money and then throw their money into this bankruptcy so that you can get away with it? So the court, he done pulled the Tasha K, baby. The court is investigating Marty Moore, for this bankruptcy fraud. And I really feel bad, like I mentioned yesterday. Good morning, Elf Nick. Welcome to the chat. Like I stated yesterday, I really feel bad for these homeowners because I know what it is to get work done in your house and somebody come and try to take advantage of you and don't complete the job, and you're all excited like, yes, honey, I'm gonna have me some new flooring, I'm gonna have me some new this, I'm gonna have me some new that, and then you get a nigga like a Martell that come in, swindle your money, take advantage of you, and say, up, nope, can't do the job, I forgot to do it, can't do it, I'm going to file for bankruptcy. That's messed up, and that's not okay. And we ain't going to support it, okay? And this goes back to what I just said about Peter Thompson. I don't know any woman that can lay up with a nigga that don't pay his bills or willingly getting over on folks. Okay, I wouldn't be able to live with like that. You know what I mean? Like if my dude came and my dude was, in a place where he was like, babe, I just scammed these people out of his money. Babe, we about to go get lit. We about to go shopping. I'd be like, hell no, nigga, you gotta do that shit by yourself, okay? Ain't no way in hell I'm going down with you, okay? And obviously, if you came to me and said some stuff like that to me, I'd be like, you ain't the man for me, okay? Because I try to live a pure, honest life, okay? We ain't perfect, but I try to live a pure, honest life, and your ass ain't sending me to jail, point blank, period, okay? So we have to be okay, and we have to call an ace a ace and a spade and stop laying around with all these scammers. That's why Portia is in the situation that her ex is in right now, okay? We ain't even gonna get on her because we're gonna save her for later on. I'm gonna get her though. I'm gonna get her, okay? And the reality of it is, Portia is in her situation because she refused to listen. And she knew a lot of this stuff was going on. Now, was she in on it? That's between her and Jesus. But I do believe that she knew a lot of his behavior because she knew that the money wasn't coming from nowhere, okay? I believe she knew a lot of it. Right now, she's just trying to save face, by divorcing this man. But I believe that she may not have been involved directly with the fraudulent activity that he is reportedly involved in. But I do think she knew about a lot of it. And the best thing she can do is divorce his ass. You know what I mean? Me too, Shar. Had a little experience with the shady contractor. We didn't know he was shady until the project was completed, and we noticed things that needed correction. Um, the nigga never came back. You know what I mean? Like, how you just go and just scam somebody and not have a conscience? I mentioned to you guys before about this young lady who gave this guy $5,000. And Elf, you was here yesterday when I was talking about she gave him a $5,000 to complete a project, to start a project, and he went nowhere. And I don't know who's going to do that, but he literally took her $5,000, didn't return to the project. Not only was she scammed, but other people, when she posted his picture, was like, it's good luck for you because I mean, he scammed you for 5,000, but he got me for 10, 20, 30, 40. Like, are you serious? You know what I mean? And do your research, right? Do your research. If these people ain't nobody talking about them, that means nobody don't know them, okay? And if they ain't never got no work and the photos look Photoshop, believe that they never done it. The price isn't always what you got to look at. You got to look at the reputation or the reputation or the reviews of the individual. Okay. Eyes don't lie. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat from UK in the building. What's up? Williams, hi, good morning. Jones in the building. Why in the world did those clients give hotels 60K before work was done? No, sir. I know that's right. Listen, I work hard for my coins. 95 in the chat. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Let me see how many likes we got. 69 likes. Come on, guys. Let's do it. I know y'all can run me up. Run me up. It's 95 in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button. I see y'all hitting it. 71. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's get those likes to match. I need you guys to do it. Oftentimes, like I said, I hate to be a pushy content creator, but I be getting off these lives and I be like, how the hell I got 5,000 views and 100 and something likes? We y'all can't be doing Char like that, okay? Char trying to make it to the top, and I need you to hit that like button, okay? So anyway, what I was saying is, I don't know nobody would do that, right? 60K is a lot of money. I wonder, was this young lady handling Martell by herself? Because like I said, a lot of times men take advantage of women, right? They come, they take advantage of the woman, and they try to sweet talk the lady, and the man have no recollection. A lot of times, we as women think we know it all, so we don't go back and tell our husband. But it is important that you bring, like for me, since no one is here with me and my sons, I oftentimes go grab my son. My son don't let me talk or go let me people handle me without him, right? He takes good care of me on that, on that aspect. With all the stuff with the house, my son don't let me handle that. It's because it intimidates the man not to run over, and my son is a big guy, so a lot of times they don't know he's a 20-year-old male, right? They think he's a whole full-fledged man, so they don't try to pull that over on me. So that's the best technique you can use for a woman. Get a man with you. Get a man that's going to be pumping some fire in their heart. When my grandpa was living, my grandpa used to go with me and my sister to the car dealerships, and they hated my grandpa for that. They'd be like, "Oh, get him off our lot," because he would go and check the cars out and be like, "No good." So they hated that. Okay. So get a man with you guys. Okay. Let me see where we are. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? Check their license before they start. Absolutely. And Martell do not have a builder's license. That's another thing. Okay. Zita, what's up, baby? Make it do what it do. Take him to jail with his brother already. I'm tired of Martell and Closelaw. I know they watched the show, so they wanted to give his narcissistic uh-huh some money. Yeah, I agree. My son too short, and my son is 6'5". Say it again. Get them sons in order. Somebody got to play the role until God give you the husband if you're looking for one. Okay, somebody got to do it, right? So, like I said, it's one of those situations. I see y'all getting these likes up. 83 likes, almost there with 102 in the chat. Like I said, keep the likes flowing. That's so imperative that you do, and share it live. Okay. All right, guys, let's get off Marty Marr for a minute because I think we covered enough of him. Let's see. I noticed that also Carmel Rowe was talking about, before we move on from Martell, that Holt Custom Homes is still in effect, right? And it's being listed with Melody attached to it. Now that might also create problems for him because Holt Custom Homes and Melody's name still being attached to it, because when they created the bankruptcy and they got the divorce, all of those businesses were supposed to be dissolved already, right? So the fact that it's still up and running with her being attached, allegedly, that is a bigger problem for Marty Marr. That's another fraudulent act. So I pray for the sake of him that it's some type of typo, which I know it's a stretch, people. I know. But I pray that it's some type of typo, because y'all know Melody is not going to play about her name nor her brand, honey. So, and her lawyers come ready, right? So I hope for his sake that that's some type of typo, baby. But we know it's not. But we just gonna give him a little grace right now. Okay. So that's a whole nother issue and one. And like I said, Ariane is being a part of it because she knows about the stuff that's going on, and she's not drawing any type of resolution or demanding him, hey, do these folks right, or I gotta bow out gracefully. Now that would be a lot of us to expect from her, because she hasn't even done that with him being married. So what the hell would she do that for now? Okay, so like I said, now that's what I thought was suspicious. In my opinion, the donor MH most definitely conned them into paying up front for the project, and even I know that's a no-no. Absolutely. Martell done about 15% of the job, then left. That's crazy. And do you guys think, Vivian, that maybe he got to the job and was like, oh hell no, but he didn't want to forfeit that money because he needed it, and was like, this too big for me, so he came up with this broad idea to file for bankruptcy? Let me know, because I'm curious to know, what was the reason why you went, gave these people a quote, they paid you the balance or whatever they paid you, whatever the price agreement was, and then you just skedaddle on them people. That is not okay. I'm sorry. I don't care how you slice it. I don't care how you dice it. These men ain't right, honey. They scamming and flim flamming. All right, so whew, all right, we got Martell. Let's go on to Russell Simmons, child. Whew, we got so much to talk about. Let me pull it up. But Russell Simmons, as you guys know, he is in the news lately. Unfortunately, it's just what it is. He ain't flying straight. He on a Diddy chain, okay? And we're gonna talk about it all this morning because I think that we get a little beside ourselves and we're not able to talk about certain stuff because we are one afraid to talk about certain stuff because we're afraid the way it want to cut. It's all about presentation. Sometimes we don't gotta go gutter, right? Just talk about it and move on. Sometimes we get too invested. That's what makes us unable to talk about these things. And that's how a lot of people start to come for us. But let's keep it clean and let's have a conversation, okay? Um, let's have a conversation. So you guys know that Russell was being sued by a former Def Jam's video producer who claims of the RAPE and sexual assault that took place in 1990s, okay? The complaint was filed to the New York Federal Court on Tuesday, February 12th, which was filed under a John Doe to protect the victim's identity. And that's another thing. I feel like if they could put these claims out, they don't need to be a John Doe. I know it's probably insensitive to a lot of people, but I feel like let's talk about it, right? If you out here putting these claims out on people, I feel like their name should be mentioned as well. Okay, that's just my honest opinion. I ain't saying go over there and dog them out. I understand why they're doing it, but what I can't understand is why do these courts allow them to remain a John Doe? If they can be humiliated and stuff can be snatched from them, hell, what your profession is need to be snatched from your A to. Bottom line, until it's cleared up, because these folks sometimes be lying. And I'm not saying that this person is, because I don't want to be insensitive to anybody or anybody experience, but sometimes these folks be lying. And then they get to keep everything they got as why they ruined the celebrity's life for lying. Okay, that's what I've learned after our experience. Check the contractor's business license, BBB listening, get referrals of the actual services you're looking to receive. Absolutely. Hit that like on your way in and can continue getting this good commentary. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Veronica says hello to everyone. You guys are all speaking. Hotel doesn't even have a builder's license. He was using Mel's license and they are divorced. You're right. All shucks, 2 days in a row. Hey, Sharma's a check. Yes, honey, rolling unfiltered. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get it together, okay? In Texas, as I assume in most states, it's illegal to represent your contractor business as licensed when it isn't. I believe it's a state and federal crime. It could be. I have no idea. So look, I be trying to stay out the way when it comes to legal stuff, child, because I'm just dumb on dumb when it comes to stuff like that. Okay, I'll just be like, I'm just a news reporter. He did a Donald Trump move and did. Hi, T Talk. Let me pin there, okay? I love T Talk, okay? Hi, T Talk. Thank you for joining us for the second time in a row. Listen, T Talk is a content creator. If you guys aren't following her, go ahead and follow her. She has some amazing content creators and she is doing this thing fearlessly and I support her and she support me. It's no harm in supporting one another. So I like to shout out my content creators that come and join me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I wholeheartedly agree. The new Donald Trump is a donor, aka hotel. Oh man, I totally agree. You guys are all speaking. I just finished listening to your live, sis. OT Talk, yes. Awesome, awesome content creator. Great work. Oh, and I too know your breakfast order by heart now. LOL. What you be getting, T Talk? Let me know, Shani. Just give me the coffee and I'm good. It kills my appetite. What you be getting? Oh man. So, all right. So it says here's a full timeline of the sexual assault allegations against Simmons, stemming back to November 2017, when a first of many alleged victims came forward with the claims of the misconduct. Okay, it says a former Def Jam, which we just went through, right? This has been going on since 1990s. The woman who filed her complaint under John Doe to protect her identity detailed the devastating experience with the music that led to her career being destroyed. The Doe alleged that she was RAPED in the late 90s by Simmons at his Manhattan apartment when she visited him at his residence to receive approval for a video. Okay. Russell Simmons has been named I don't want to say some of these words. He's been named the person of and the person that did the crime. Okay, because you got to be careful when reporting on some of this stuff, and I'm not going to read it redundant or repetitively from the report because a lot of these words will get your video flagged. Okay, in recent years, since the 2017 allegations, multiple women have come forward recounting similar experiences with the Def Jam Records co-finder. Since then, he has maintained his innocence and also claimed to have passed 9 lie detector tests. We listen. Lie detector tests aren't accurate, unfortunately. He said in the episode of his death with the Graham at the time when someone said, um, for instance, I was a violent. One person said that I've never been violent. Took that and one said I apologize. I've never apologized about assaulting anyone, but if two people say it because one said it, and me too, and the second person said it, then I took a test for it. Okay, so I guess he's saying that he just took the test for to clear his name. Um, let's see. I don't want to really go through all these allegations, but he is definitely supposed to be high and out and in Bali right now because if he comes back this way, he will be clink, 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 clink. Okay, they will be getting him for what he allegedly done to these young ladies. And recently a picture has surfaced between him and Usher. And he got some explaining to do, right? Because the picture is like, why would you show up with this man with all the hell that's going on with him right now? Why do you think that it's appropriate to show up right now to support him? Now, everybody needs support. Don't get me wrong. And some folks like to support more folks than other. Okay, so like I said, people are questioning like, what's up with this, right? Um, let's see if I can pull it up because my phone been acting crazy. Kimora Lee Simmons seemingly makes a post in response to Russell Simmons and Usher link up after the allegations, okay? And she's basically talking about what is this I'm seeing in the news today? Laugh out loud. Y'all see wild, y'all some wild boys for real, okay? And she says, not by the bed, LOL. And the picture has where Russell talks about when I was at the lowest point in my life, I woke up and this man was sitting by the bed. I had known Usher since he was a kid, but we really bonded because of our mutual love for self recovery and our belief um, science and direct route to realize God's consciousness in ourselves. People remember to remember this, a friend. So she was basically being funny, like, what's this by the bed? And then all these sexual assault allegations that's going on. So she was being funny and had questions, and he had some explaining to do. So the picture is basically, which I'm not going to post here. Um, if you want to see it, you guys can go on Instagram. I'll post it there, but I'm not going to post it there. We got to be careful again of what we post here if we work so hard for our channels. But the picture is basically him and Usher side by side. Um, and Usher's just supporting him as a time in need as a friend. But him mentioning by the bed has everyone in an uproar and have questions. What you mean by the bed? That's the wrong terminology right now for what you are going through. Okay, so like I said, we shall see. But Russell is definitely over there hiding out. It is said, "Hi, Mama Bees, how are you?" Russell Simmons is staying over in Bali, hiding out. He knows he can't step foot back on these grounds. Usher visiting him in Bali is questionable. He's grown, shaking my head. You're right, Jones. It's fraud. Got you. Lie detector tests are not permissible in the court. I agree. Hi, Patricia T. What's up? Russell Simmons has always been a creep, in my opinion, and I'm not understanding why Usher went to Bali to support Russ. He could have FaceTime him, LOL. Child, we shall never know, honey. Based on the caption from Russ, it sounds like Usher broke Russ odd some funds as it rumored he is broke for multi-millionaire. Wow. Okay. I ain't hear that one nor see that one, but okay. It would be, it would be like a Fantasia and Tyler Perry situation because Fantasia was broke. And she, Tyler Perry never judged her. He gave her everything she needed in that time. So maybe it could be one of those. But it looks like Russell, our brother, is going to need all the support he can get, honey. All right, so we shall see. We shall see. Move it along, honey. Move it along. Let's talk about Diddy, honey. Why aren't we talking about Diddy? And here's the reason why. Most folks are scared. Okay, a lot of folks are not talking about Diddy because they are afraid that he is going to pull a TD Banks. Okay, y'all know the real name of that man, but I'm not saying it here. He will not come from my channel. He's powerful, and I ain't got those kind of superpowers. Okay, so it looks like folks are curious to why Diddy is not being, why we're not talking about, the stuff that's going on with Diddy. And this particular Candace Owens says that Diddy's latest lawsuit isn't being picked up by or is being picked up by mainstream news because or isn't being picked up by the mainstream news because it involved a very healthy and privy Hollywood individual. Okay. So she's furious about it. She says that Diddy case, let me get a close up because y'all know my eyes don't be giving it, but she says that Diddy case is arguably bigger than the Jeffrey case, and yet the media is virtually silent on it. That's because they are implicated. It is dark, but we now know that both politicians and celebrities are being blackmailed. Okay, so let's hear what they have to say. Then we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna hold on because I'm connected to. Hold on. All right.
In the ring, he says that it is his Diddy's son, Justin, that solicits the prostitutes and the underage girls and the sex workers, allegedly, for these freak-offs. He also lists Stevie J, who recruits the sex workers and attends and participates in the freak-offs, and another young man named Brendan Paul, who works as Mr. Combs' mule. He acquires and distributes all of the drugs and the guns. Again, we won't have time to go through everything in this document, but I encourage you guys to read it because it is stunning. And yes, Christina Karam apparently even instructs them to mix those drugs into the liquor when these women are invited over. So why is the media not interested in this story? Well, here is explosive allegation number 4 coming from this lawsuit. That the person who sits at the top of this ring potentially is Sir Lucian Grange. He is the CEO of Universal Music Group. He is also being sued. He has also been named as well as Universal Music Group. And he is, as a fact, men in Hollywood. He runs, again, Universal Music Group, which is huge. Rodney, the producer, was alleging that when Lucian would visit Diddy's house, the two of them would go into Diddy's bedroom and be locked up in there for hours. What does that mean? What are we supposed to think of that? By the way, I looked into Lucian, obviously, because I was fascinated by this document, and I find it really bizarre that he completely changed his name. He the body in the ring.
I'm playing it again for the ones that's just coming in.
Justin, that solicits the prostitutes and the underage girls and the sex workers, allegedly, for these freak-offs. He also lists Stevie J, who recruits the sex workers and attends and participates in the freak-offs, and another young man named Brendan Paul, who works as Mr. Combs' mule. He acquires and distributes all of the drugs and the guns. Again, we won't have time to go through everything in this document, but I encourage you guys to read it because it is stunning. And yes, Christina Karam apparently even instructs them to mix those drugs into the liquor when these women are invited over. So why is the media not interested in this story? Well, here is explosive allegation number 4 coming from this lawsuit. That the person who sits at the top of this ring potentially is Sir Lucian Grange. He is the CEO of Universal Music Group. He is also being sued. He has also been named as well as Universal Music Group. And he is, as a fact, one of the most powerful men in Hollywood. He runs, again, Universal Music Group, which is huge. Rodney, the producer, was alleging that when Lucian would visit Diddy's house, the two of them would go into Diddy's bedroom and be locked up in there for hours. What does that mean? What are we supposed to think of that? By the way, I looked into Lucien obviously because I was fascinated by this document, and I find it really bizarre that he completely changed his name. He body in the ring. He
All right, there you guys have it. So basically, what she's talking about is the same thing that we've been talking about for some time now. That Diddy and this individual of big bank, okay, are involved in accusing them of drugging these individuals and mixing their stuff up with stuff to take advantage of them. And she's saying that Diddy's son Justin allegedly is involved in it and he plays a part in it as well. And the reason why they're not talking about it because this man is very powerful. But they're saying that this man, along with Diddy, has been in the bedroom for hours, and she can only imagine what they're doing in this bedroom. Now, it's all allegedly, in my opinion. We're reporting based off her notes and her accusations, right? But like I said, this is scary, right? And like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out on Diddy. You cannot play dirty in the dark for long, okay? Everything that's done in the dark will come to light. And I think that Diddy time was up. And God says, okay, it's my show now. All right. You had your fun. You thought you was God. All right. It's my time now. And that's how that thing is going now. Elizabeth, welcome to the chat. Usher just had the biggest year of his career. He's over there with an AB. He's tanking his career. I agree. Mama B says, get the likes to match the chat. 120 in the chat, 100 likes. Come on, guys. You guys are almost there. 20 away. Let's go. You guys are all speaking. Thank you. Didi is a sick man, shaking my head. Patricia T, I agree. These allegations are like more than allegations. Like, all right, if one person said it, all right, we can kind of like, all right, proven until, innocent until proven guilty. But this is multiple people, it's like a R. Kelly situation all over again. It's kind of scary. Tooth Latrice, what's up, baby? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. It is very, 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 very scary. Okay, so we're going to move on because Diddy done got too much of our time, honey, and I don't want to start crying on this live, but it's scary. Okay, um, K and RB, what's up? Welcome to the chat. I don't think I ever saw you here, but I appreciate you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Hit the like button. All right, let's move on to Rick Ross, baby. Woo, we got a couple more topics. Y'all just stay with me, honey. Rick Ross, everybody take a deep breath. You guys know that Tia has been going crazy ever since Rick Ross decided that, I don't know. Tia been wilding out here, okay? I be asking sis Tia, is she okay? Because I'm worried about sis Tia, okay? Tia is the ex of Rick Ross, okay? And she's been wilding. Ever since he had a new girlfriend, she's been wilding. Now, there is a big age group or gap between Rick Ross and his new girlfriend. Hold on, wait a minute. Woo, you trying to get me copyrighted, okay? But is it I think it's McKay, that's her name. Her and Rick Ross has recently broken up because Rick Ross was spotted out with another individual after him and her went public. Okay. Now, like I mentioned yesterday, if you guys got the watch my live, men like Rick Ross look for people like McKay, okay? And that's just the reality of it. I'm not shading her, but I'm just saying, okay? Nobody checking for Rick Ross. It will only be his money because everything else doesn't match the livelihood of a person of decency, okay? With that being said, um, Christina comes out. McKay is her last name, but Christina comes out and confirmed the breakup. But recently, she was on live at the gym trying to just get over it. As you can see, the moment that Rick Ross song came on, she immediately ended the live. And she had to go because I guess it was heartbreaking for her. And little baby got her feelings hurt, okay? And she basically confirmed, says officially called it quits 2 weeks ago. She officially announced their breakup in Threads post. And her breakup says, I've never experienced getting left. She says, I'm just now, I never experienced, wait a minute, I've never experienced getting left. I don't feel played. Um, I don't feel played. The sales on McKindeybody.com are thriving, and I'm grateful. The situation was beautiful, and I meant every word during our amazing 6 month run. If others are upset about my joy slash pride in my moment, that is their stress to bear. We have a clean breakup 2 weeks ago, and I never pretended to be the last. I embrace both positive and negative tractions with love, and no, I won't be appearing on anyone's podcast. Okay. And I like the way she put that. All right. She's not saying she's bitter. She's not saying it was great. She's not saying that it didn't hurt. Right. She's just saying that it did happen. And this is all the stuff that I got from this. And right on, sis, you capitalized from this breakup. Good job. Anybody that's messing with some type of celebrity should capitalize off their situation rather than just, I don't want to talk about it. Girl, go on every interview, even though she says she's not going to go. Girl, go on every interview. Get your name out there and get your bag. I don't know why y'all want to be quiet. If he was all happy go lucky, spreading his jewels all around here to everybody else, then you go spread your word everywhere else with everybody else. Girl, get the word out there. He cheated on me. I'm distraught. I'm hurt. I don't know where my next dollar going. Girl, do what you got to do. Capitalize off the breakup, okay? Everybody else do it. Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. Get yours, okay? Because if I'm going to lose, and you gonna break up and cheat on me, okay, I'm gonna leave with something. Know that, okay? They say Rick Ross is a womanizer. He gonna have to be. He ain't nobody that somebody gonna take a double look at, in my opinion, okay? Little baby was doing too much flexing and was child. She is happy she was able to get that grill fixed by Rick Ross and got her merch launch. I know that's right. .com. I looked at it as a win-win for her for 6 months of her time. Exactly, because who is laying down? Child, no. See, I don't have no problem with bigger people. I just don't want to date them. And part of the reason why, because I'm a little crazy, okay? I don't want to buy extra skin touching me. And you know, I got big friends all day, every day. But as far as me being in love with one, no, I'm not going to be able to do that, okay? I laugh at my kid's dad when he be like, "Oh, your mom want me back." I be like, "Y'all better tell him I don't like him like that, okay? It's a never situation. I ain't ever, never checking for him, okay? He got too much skin and he ain't my type. When I was dating him years ago, honey, he was slim. Now he is just done up, okay? Same shorts. I try to put it nice, but it's gonna be a no for me, Mick. I'm good, okay? So, with that being said, Tia is out here on a rut, and Tia has something to say about the breakup. Let's see if we can comprehend Tia's lingo, okay?
The gym with your Betty Boop curl right there, hiding that big hydrocephalus water red. I try not to hurt nobody when they already in pain, but I don't care. I'm a sadist too, I guess. It rubbed off on me from their daddy. Listen, dusty, crusty Tweety Bird. You look so sad and stupid right now, sitting in that gym, trying to pump all that weight or whatever you trying to do to get that pressure off. Oh, girl, go home and relax. You need to go rest.
All right, I'm not gonna play all of it because I realize it got music in the background, and I don't want to get my my copyright because it got music in the background. But Tia is on one, okay? Tia says, "Girl, go sit down. You look so sad. You look like a sad puppy." And she goes in on she called her Tweety Bird. I said, why you gotta call that girl Tweety Bird? Tia says, Tweety Bird, go sit down, honey. You look like a sad puppy in that gym, okay? And I told you your time was coming. So basically, Tia is mocking the fact that they are not together. And Tia is another one to capitalize off the situation. She knows how to get her bag, and I don't blame her. Talking about getting your bag, honey, while we move on from Rick Ross and his shenanigans, baby. Let's talk about Reesa Teesa. Um, and her ex-husband, okay? Her ex-husband is basically saying that Reesa Teesa is not going to be the only one to benefit from the situation. He will benefit as well. And rightfully so. I don't blame him, okay? If Teesa could get a bag off of it, you go get your bag too. Even though you wrong as hell and you have been wrong as hell and you are an imposter, okay? But it makes no sense to sit around and do nothing while somebody else is capitalizing off the situation that you were a part of, whether you were wrong and right. So everybody needs to capitalize. That's why I said Ariane should have been rich by now because she should have capitalized off the situation. But instead, I don't want to hurt him. Girl, go get your money. Ain't nobody doing all that, okay? So Reesa Teesa is a popular TikToker who came out is with the series Who Did I Marry? Okay. I think it's so many different pieces to it. I can't even remember the number that's out, but she populated off of this. She capitalized off of it, and she did not take no for an answer. She saw the opportunity and she ran with it. Okay. And I do not for 1 second blame her. And recently, girlfriend signed. Okay. So I'm here for it. She signed with CAA. And she signed with them. I wanted to get you guys what the company itself does. So you guys, because I didn't know what the company. I'm being honest. I didn't know what the hell the company did. I said, "Who the hell is that?" Because at first I thought I read it like CNN, but that wasn't it. It's CAA. And I said, "Okay, well, what's up with it? What are we doing?" When she signed with them, what is the company? I was curious to know. Um, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. I wanted to tell you guys what it is. The big shot Hollywood agent over a CAA are about to have buyer's remorse over their newest client and TikTok star Reesa Teesa, at least according to the ex-husband. Okay, now the ex-husband is out here hating on her. He says that they're going to be disappointed. Um, he says dub lingo. Whew, Reese wildly popular. Who the F did I marry? Video series tells TMZ Reesa does not have a career in Hollywood in front of her, despite recently being signed to one of the biggest agencies out there. The reason, according to him, is because he thinks she has where it go. Whew. Um, he thinks she has no talent. Off brutal. He says Reese's ex also says that she lacks the will to work hard for anything and has no discipline. Two keys two key reasons two key reasons she says led to their split in the first place. First of all, let me tell you this, okay? You could capitalize off of it, but you wasn't doing nothing for her that she couldn't do for herself. How dare you come out now that she's signed that they're going to be disappointed because you was supposed to buy her this, but you told her to work with it. First of all, nigga, that wasn't your child, and she ain't have to do that you ain't want that you wanted her to do until she had the ambition and the ability to do so. But who the hell wants to do something that a man telling her to do every time you turn around, you beating her the hell up? Not physically, but you beating her up with your words. Then you want me to get the energy to get up and do something else? Hell out of here with that. Don't be trying to downplay something because you want your name out there. As a matter of fact, we didn't ask to hear from you because if she wouldn't have outed your ass, you wouldn't have been sitting here telling your story. But now you mad that she getting a bag, talk about you taking somebody back to court. Um, mad she getting a bag. Now you sitting here talking about, oh, they're gonna be disappointed. Well, you was all in the cuckoo. You wasn't disappointed until she found out who the hell you was. Now or something, you disappointed. Let's hear what this nigga had to say. You disappointed, we disappointed with you. Get the hell up off this line trying to capitalize off of somebody else's win. Do what you do, sis. I commend you.
Talked about, did you ever promise her like a better car or a more expensive car? I told her all the features that she was talking about. I said you would fit better in a BMW. But I said the challenge about putting you in a BMW is and trying to teach her something is you got to work for it. I'm not going to just give you an $80,000 car because I'm your husband and you deserve it. I understand that part, but you got to learn the value of a buck. We just can't go out here all the time. You got to understand the value of something, and you don't want to work for it. So help me help you. Because right now, at this point, I'm taking care of all these bills here. I'm taking care of. Help me help you. How do we do that? How do we come together and bring these finances together? Now, the only part of that story that she told that was true, did I hide money from her? Yeah, I did. I absolutely did.
All right. So, and first of all, you talking about I had to teach you. You ain't her daddy, nigga. Who the fuck you talking to? You ain't her daddy. You talking about I had to teach her the value of a dollar. Nigga, what? I don't like the way he even talking. He sounds so much like a Martell baby. I can't get with it. Okay. I don't like it. I can't get with it. I'm not with it. I don't like the way he talking. I don't like how he's trying to downplay her, teach her the value of a dollar. If you want to give it a BMW, give it to her. Who the hell's playing hopscotch for a BMW? Where they do that at? Okay. Um, they are our biggest agency in Hollywood. Thank you, Kay Hayes. Thank you for informing me because I did not know. Veronica says, get your bag. I know that's right. Kay Hayes says Tabitha Brown signed with them and her career took off. Good looks. Okay. I like that. I'm Team Reesa Teesa because sometimes we all put rose colored glasses on at one point in our lifetime. Some are just able to see the signs of the game slash lies quicker than others. She is doing what we all would. Absolutely. And that's capitalized off her pain. Yes. Hey, Mama Bees, you guys are all speaking. I love it. Where you been at? Sounds exactly like the donor. Arrogant and delusional prick. Absolutely. Say that again. You described him to the T, right? So he on here talking about something. I had to teach her the value of a dollar. You ain't her daddy nor Jesus. Who the hell are you talking to? And what the is you talking about? Okay, woo, baby, y'all talking to teach me the value of a dollar. I remember a nigga trying to tell me I'm trying to teach you how to raise your kids. No, the hell you ain't. My son at this point was about 16. You can't teach me shit. I done raised him for 16 years. Anything I didn't do or learn how to do, damn it, I'm doing a well good job at it. Get your ass out of here with your no kid having it. Child, listen. Woo! Let's move on to our final person of the day, Miss Arionne, honey. Miss Arionne goes live. And I thought I heard it the other day, but I didn't get a chance to speak about it, but I did definitely hear what I thought I've heard. Okay. She said that she wants children, but she wants to not do it the natural way, which is give birth. She wants a surrogate. Now, Ariane, oh Ariane, I'm gonna make this nice, pretty, and cute just for you. Okay, time to break up. I know that's right. Got to go. You can't teach me shit. Okay. But anyway, so Ariane says that she wants more kids, but she wants to have them through a surrogate. First of all, a surrogate is very expensive. Ariane, you're not cut like that. Not financially. You cannot afford that, okay? Martell can't even get you that, okay? So you're gonna be pushing them out your coochie after all, okay? We don't believe you, right? So my thing is, this is another segment or another portion of Ariane that she doesn't connect the dots, okay? You one can't even afford allegedly, and in my opinion, what you have already as far as a car, which you keep going carless, okay? As far as, and I ain't making fun of you, baby, because Charlotte going through some problems right now with her car, and I just want a new car. But I recently got my son a car and two cars with a car note. I need a husband, a rich husband, okay? Because two cars with a car note and a mortgage, the creditor said, hell no. Okay, so like I said, I need a new car right now, but I owe still a nice portion on my car. So they like, listen, we could take your car back and we could give you $1,000. I'm like, hell nah. If I pay you 10 grand, you're gonna give me 1,000 for my trade, and I got to pay you 10 grand to take my car. You only gonna give me 1,000, and I ain't got the car. And no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So now that I got my son's car, I'm assuming they probably gonna want me to pay off my car, and I'm a little like 12 grand on my car now. But I'm assuming they're going to want me to pay off that car along with additional 10,000 because I just got my son's car and my name as well. So I got to play with a little bit, but hopefully I'll have a new car and my car will hold on just a little while longer, at least to my birthday in September after I get through these two proms and to these two graduations and the rest of this year for tuition for the children. Okay. So y'all just pray that my car just hold on, baby, because my car been lifing. My car been a life all by itself. So I ain't talking about Ariane car problems, y'all. I'm telling y'all I'm not because this is going through it with her car, okay? So anyway, Ariane cannot afford to one a surrogate. Two, you can't even afford a baby. You're going through enough right now with Paris and baby Knox right now, right? So maybe this isn't a right now thing, but I think you need to reconsider that and stop trying to watch so. See, in my mind, Ariane consume or see life as an imaginary life. It's like, when you was a kid, you played with your brothers and your sisters, and they had a house and you had a house, and I'll go over there and I go and you make the house just lavish as you can because it's all imaginary. That's what Ariane strikes me as. She has an imaginary life that she watches. She reminds me of the people on Baddies or what is that show? Baddies or Bad Girls Club or some stuff where they be like, "Oh my soul, bro." That's stupid. Okay, stop saying this. It's not real. All right, and ain't nobody gonna pay me to go on TV. I don't give a damn what you paying to go get my head knocked off, lumped up. Ain't no on my soul. I need Jesus. I'm beat the hell up. I'm scratched the hell up. I can't walk. My mouth bleeding. My eye lumped up. My mama ain't here. Listen. Okay, nobody can pay me nothing to go on TV and get my A what. But the problem is that people will go to any extent to be seen, and that's what I say about Arionne. She will go to any extent to be seen. It doesn't matter if she's hurt face value or not. Okay, and her mentioning the surrogate, you know, you can't even afford a surrogate. Okay, nobody is going to go and have your baby for free. Okay, unless you go and pay your sister to do it, which is probably going to charge you nothing. Because I would do it for my sister, honestly. But other words than that, I don't see this happening. I just wanted to mention that she says that she's ready for a surrogate. She do want to have kids, but she's ready for a surrogate. And that's the only way that a baby is going to pop out of her poom poom if she paid to have this baby. Okay, where AC's going to get the money from? Child, I don't know, Mama Bees. How in the world is Troutmouth talking about having more children when she isn't really taking care of the two she has independently on her own with assistance? Child, that's her imagination. I told y'all it's like playing house with her, okay? Closaw is a female. Uh-huh. Yes, she is. That's why I roped them in right there together, okay? Closaw is miserable and is written all it's written all over her face. It is. Lisbeth says the bowl of soul coleslaw is delusional hotel over there, still calling Sheree. And is, right? He would be done in my book, but he would have been done. A lot of stuff that he's doing to her, he would never got a chance to do on me because I would have been rolled him the hell off. Okay. This chick is sadly delusional and not balanced in the head. Ooh, child. Perfect way to put it. All right, all right, all right. Let me make sure I covered everything with my checkmates before I go, because y'all know I'll be skipping all over the place. But let's see. Make sure we covered everything before I go. Um, hold on. Hold on. Whoop. All right, guys, we got 100. You guys did well on your likes. Thank you so much. You got 142 likes and 136 people in the chat. You guys are amazing. Closeoff says she is beautiful but refuses to let us be the judge. She hides behind a filter. Yeah, so if you're comfortable with yourself, go do that, girl. We all got a couple bumps here, there, and everywhere. You know, a little this, that, and everything. Everybody's different. If you're beautiful and you stand on that, show your face, right? You don't need the filter. I love the filters, but it's not my end all and be all. I'm a natural type chick, so I like natural lip gloss. I like my natural hair. You guys are following me on my backup page. I present that a lot. Listen, my hair is not to my back. I love my natural hair. I love my dark skin. But sometimes I will throw a filter on if it's just one of those bad days. I'll be like, oh, hell to the no, 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 no. Okay, so it doesn't mean anything if you wear the filter, but if you're comfortable with yourself, then do that. Okay. All right, guys, that's my time. I'm a little over an hour. You guys have been amazing to me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the super stickers. We have the membership badges available. Go ahead and check into that. Once I get 12 members, I will dispense the phone number of our memberships um, people so that you guys can be able to incorporate the way the chat is going to go. That's the way I'm going to run my memberships. So you guys might want to jump on that as soon as you get a chance to do so. And I will see you guys in and out of the day. I love your checkmates, and there's nothing you can do about it. And remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Bye. Not the dry biscuit. High space place. What's up, baby? Make a do with a do with a do. Bye.